We are live, and there we are. Now we're. It is the Toy Man Chris Hill, Tony the Tiger Myers, along with me. How is everything going today?
I'm still recovering after a busy, long wrestling weekend. It's Wednesday, and I'm still not all there, but I got a wrestling-free weekend this weekend, so hopefully I'll be back to another busy one here in a couple of weeks once again. But hey, I had a great time at both shows, especially Wesapalooza with Mr. Anderson and all that. What a day, night to remember for sure there in Cleveland, Texas.
It was a wild night at Wesapalooza. If you were not there, you missed out. It was everything. I mean, everything that could happen happened. I mean, just
the stars were out. The sign guy, the famous WWE pro wrestling sign guy was in attendance. I mean, like you say, the stars are out. A lot of just fans I've not seen in a long time came out from it was just a great day. It was for everybody. Yeah, it was a blast. Even if Mr. Anderson did call me, I think an a-hole or something along those lines.
I think he just said, "Who could do better than you?"
Yeah, I meant to hear the tape. I played it back, and it was like the worst announcer ever, and then had some kid do it better.
Yeah,
I'm getting that a lot here lately.
Well, at least it was better than Headbangers,
Oh, yeah, definitely that one. I still have that piece of paper stapled to my ceiling to see it at night. No, but it was a great night. A lot of huge surprises. Huge, like Big Herd and Big John G and all those things. And I mean, just a big night all around.
Yeah, we started off the night with Rex Mori and Seth Anunnaki in their second bout together. It was a quick one.
It was quick, and it was bloody. It was the bloodiest, quickest hardcore match. Unfortunately, Rex, got a bad injury. I know he has several stitches and maybe out of action for a little bit, but that rivalry is far from over. I mean, that's not just a little bit of the blood that will be shed in that feud. So
most definitely,
both those guys are very angry the match ended the way it did. But
yeah, I know Seth. The official ruling was Seth tapped out. There's some controversy as to whether he did or if referee Mac Lubitsch kind of jumped the gun on it. But either way, Seth was not happy and wants a rematch. He asked for it for the November 2nd show. I don't think the board of directors is too keen on that. So,
I want to see it, and the fans want to see it whenever it is. November 2nd, December 2nd, January 2nd, whenever. Let's hope that we definitely get it. It was caught on video. Well, I have not seen that video. I wasn't privy. But
the one thing I've heard is that we have someone in the wing right now. Let me
chicken wings?
Not chicken wings, but yeah.
I'm hungry.
There's a lot of things you can say about our guest, but I don't think he has chicken wings. That's for sure.
That'd make it better.
Mr. Rock Batman joining us here tonight. That's live on video as well.
Why, hello.
Now, I've been told that you approved a certain match for Seth Anunnaki and Rex Mori, and the board of directors wasn't having that.
Well, evidently I overstepped my bounds. Being the GM for so long and giving the people what they wanted. Am I coming through okay? Is everything?
Yeah, no, we can hear you.
Okay. I overstepped. Evidently, me giving the people what they wanted is not what APW wants anymore. So, yes, I made a match for November 2nd. APW's first ever Texas death match. And the board of directors, I guess, decided it was a little too scary for them to sanction.
Okay.
So that match has been pulled, even though I believe Seth Anunnaki should have been granted what he wanted, which is that match.
We have had uncensored shows in the past, so perhaps we will get that match at some point. Maybe not.
We should hope. But
Yeah.
when we had uncensored matches, Rock Bannon was in charge.
That is true.
And now, I don't the Candy Men, or maybe the Toy Man.
No, I am not booking them.
Is involved in it now. I'm not sure. But we can go ahead and proceed with the show. Tony, how you doing there?
Well, I'm devastated. I was hoping to get that match at November 2nd. I was bringing some family and telling them about the Texas Death Match. So maybe it's for the better though, because I don't know. My family's a little squeamish, so I don't know if they could handle that match.
Yeah.
Well, Deshaun is on and he's asking questions, and we'll get to what he's asking questions about, because we had a special 8-man tag match where we had Mikey B, Big J, Red Chambers, Out of Sync, all set to work with Shane Strapmore, but instead Big John G came out with them.
Good boy.
And, that was a surprise on that side. But I think to counter the other surprise, which was Xander Slade, Alec Woolsdale, Chasen DeCash, who brought out Big Herd.
Bigger boy.
Mm-hmm. And everything was hunky-dory until all of a sudden it looked like, to me, I thought it was...
Well, hold on.
Uh-huh.
Well, originally it was supposed to be, the Peruvian Prince Ozzy on that team. But he was moved to another match. So Chasing the Cash stepped in. I mean, give Chasing the Cash his props too, because he wasn't scheduled to be in that match.
That is true. Yes, that was a switch up as well. But,
so give him his props. The man showed up. The man showed up, showed out. I mean, he did. He showed up at the show and was like, "Hey, you want to be in a match?" And he was like, "Heck yeah, let's do this."
Yeah, I was already surprised that Big John G and Big J were on the same team, because they had a battle not too long ago for Battle of the Big Men.
Well, I mean, if you're a true man in the business, you'll fight anybody that you need to fight.
Okay. But at one point, it looked like Big John G and Big Herd were just ready to go one-on-one. They cleared the ring of everybody. They each took over the other team, knocked them out. They were all laying ringside, 6 men, all about the ring. And the two of them faced up and shook hands. And I was ready for a battle between the two big men, and instead we got a double count out. They both just walked away laughing.
What you got is two monsters.
With Mr. Bannon behind them laughing.
Okay.
I know Sean was shocked. I was shocked. I mean, it was...
Yeah, you got King Kong Godzilla, best friends.
Okay, so see, I'm not reading the comments. Let me see here. What are you doing with these monsters at the end of the destruction? Okay, let's get it all out open. Which, Tony, you don't know nothing about this, but I'm pretty sure Candy Man, Toy Man probably does, and Devin Storm, who was in the house, he knew about it. I guess, I'm sure. So since there's been a few shows that Rock Bannon hasn't showed up to because of illness or need a mental health day or, vacation time, since I have become what is it, Candy Man, Toy Man, what am I called now? The
Chief Operating Officer of Show Day Prep.
Okay, and I think I fulfilled those duties 2, maybe 3 times since that happened.
And I think, though, after the one time, that's when you stopped coming.
We're not discussing that one time, okay?
It was
We're not discussing that.
okay. All right, we still remember it. I mean, it was.
You don't have. So, anyway, the board of directors is unhappy.
Again?
So, I took it upon myself a long time ago when I was the general manager to draw up a special contract. And that special contract states no matter what, as long as Advanced Pro Wrestling is running shows, Rock Bannon can be a manager of talent. Not just a general manager, a manager of talent.
Okay.
That was signed off by all the board of directors. Because I had to have a management contract when we did our little Rock Bannon versus Toy Man competition.
Okay.
If you remember, you were even given a contract for that time as a manager of talent so that you could proceed in that role at that time. But yours had a stipulation of when it ran out after the show.
Yeah, it was a one-show contract for me.
Mine was an indefinite contract. And I saw the writing on the wall. So I decided, why don't I reach out and Rock Bannon with a little APW business. So, as you have seen, Big John G and Big Herd are now a tag team under the tutelage and management of Rock Bannon.
All right.
That's unfortunate for the tag division, APW. Definitely unfortunate.
And evidently the board didn't like it. So they sent me a message and told me that night, Rock Bannon, your job is to now be the second cameraman. So you saw me, a company man.
Mm-hmm.
I was out there with that camera, the main event, getting footage. But it wasn't good enough for the board of directors. So they have now bought out my stake of ownership in APW. Rock Bannon is no longer even a partner in APW.
No longer. Okay.
That's huge.
But Rock Bannon is a talent manager at APW. And it doesn't stop with just Big Herd and Big John G. I have my eyes on some others. So, Deshaun from NTW, Toy Man, Juicy Fruits, Oral Gang, Savage, all notice. Rock Band came back together, baby. The posse will ride over APW. There you go. Any questions? Deshaun, you get in my way. I will be on to all your do because I ain't no near big. Forest.
Yeah, it's not like we're talking to Mr. Roboto at all.
So from what I understood,
Yeah, there's a lot of breaking up there. What'd you
Rock
get?
Bannon is now managing Big Herd and Big John G. And he just put APW, NTW, Rampage, everyone on notice.
Yeah, I think that could go beyond the Advanced Pro Wrestling Universe into any promotion. Those three guys. I mean, the tutelage of Rock Bannon, the size and the youth of Big John G, and the size and the girth of Big Hurt, who's been around the block a time or two. You know, he knows his business very well. Oh man, a path of destruction, monsters among men. I'm glad I'm not a pro wrestler, especially in the tag team division here in APW. And it's about time we got a decent manager here in APW, by the way.
Are you actually sucking up to him now? Is that?
Oh, you know, I'm glad we have a good manager around. Finally, so put someone else on the board at the end of the year for manager of the year. No, but yeah, like I said, I mentioned during commentary, I've been in a ring with Big Hurt in a match, and that's something I never want to do again.
Mm-hmm.
I've had 4 matches, and that was one of them, and that's the reason why there's not very many. Well, I guess 5. I forgot about the Battle Royal where I won the Mr. Gold Ticket. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you know.
All right. Well, let's go on. Let's go on to the next match, and we had the unparalleled Chance Fortune defending his title for the first time against Kane Carter. Kane was talking smack about Chance, saying that he wasn't up to this challenge and needed to drop Jason Bruce's. I try to remember how he put it. I had the notes at the thing, but how he needed to drop or leave Jason Bruce's training behind and go get some real training to be as great as Kane Carter.
Right. I guess he thinks that he was trained by the Rose Wrestling Academy. You know, I don't know. You know, there's a lot of Hall of Famers that weren't trained by the quote unquote names. So it's all about what you got here, I think, and the passion that Chance Fortune shows each and every night that he's out there. And you can't teach that.
When it all came down at the end, I think it was Chance Fortune's hand that got raised in the air. So
Kane Carter definitely did not add another belt to his collection.
He did not.
And Chance's got 2 of his own, so you know, ain't no slouch there.
Deshaun's kind of was not happy about that. Kane wouldn't talk to me afterwards, so it just kind of,
Well,
it is what it is.
I'm sorry to hear about that. I mean, I'm not had a bad interaction with Deshaun or any of those North Texas wrestling guys, really, but you know, I'm home APW, and I know when we have our show here November 2nd, it's going to be Team APW versus them for all day long. We definitely have the home field advantage that day. I think the Chance Fortune will be willing to run it back anytime.
I think so too.
I put it title versus title.
I'm just saying, Deshaun's 2 biggest guys, Kane Carter and Devion Black, both got taken out by Chance Fortune.
Right, and they're not even on the big Worlds Collide show.
Yeah.
No. What does that mean?
There's not many of Deshaun's guys on the Worlds Collide show, but we'll talk about that here in a little bit. So, next match was Morgan Mercy defending her title against Hilda. We said it then. It was Hilda's the type of person that just takes a beating and just keeps coming back. She never stops, and eventually she was gonna wear Morgan down. Is all I thought possible. I didn't think
that's all that's really happening. Yeah.
I didn't think Saturday, but
no. I definitely would have called. I would have lost money on that, but hey, we have a new queen in APW, and it had to sting a little bit more because wasn't unaware that the next day was Morgan Mercy's birthday.
I did not know that either, and
totally sting not have that beautiful women's championship at her house.
Hilda kind of stuck it in, a little jab there about it.
Kind of funny because during Hilda's tribute to her grandfather's anniversary in heaven's birthday, or however you say it, she slammed the cupcake in her face, and it was kind of a birthday, so all that kind of all full circle. But I don't want to get too much into talking bad about Morgan Mercy because she scares me.
Yeah.
she snapped at me a little bit at the end of the show. So
Right, our new women's champion is Hilda.
Congratulations. Morgan Mercy's pretty much held that most of the year in the last couple of years. So let's see how long the reign is. Always a long, lengthy reign for Hilda, and I can't wait to see who the next challenger is for that title.
Up after that, we had the North Texas title on the line as Juicy Joangelo Garcia took on NWA Soda Pop.
Great match.
It was Juice versus Soda, and Juicy Joangelo Garcia pulled that one off.
He's a hell of a talent.
Had him dead to rights and was ready to just finish him off, and Joey got that little roll up at the end and caught him off guard. So your winner and still champion is Juicy Joangelo Garcia.
Hell of a match. Definitely a sleeper match of the night, but definitely one that I didn't think a lot of people were thinking about, talking about. But at the end of the night, we were all like, damn, that was a good match. And Juicy Joe continues to deliver. As much as I may or may not like him, he's been doing it for a number of years. He took a hiatus, as you know, but he's just the last couple of years, and especially the last several months, has just really hit a swing and is in a different level.
Yeah. It really has been incredible to watch him. I mean, it's been great matches.
He has popcorn merch now, because I'll go check that out.
Yeah,
popcorn buckets, popcorn pins.
Before we get into our last three matches, let's go ahead and take our first commercial break, and we'll be right back after this.
Got a sweet tooth? Head over to Travato Street and indulge in an incredible assortment of candies and over 30 different flavors of blueberry. Our delicious in-house made chocolate treats. What? Not a fan of sugar? No problem. Check out our sugar-free candy section. Satisfy your sweet tooth at Travato Street today. Visit us at 106 East Henderson Street, Cleveland, Texas.
Hello from Stitches, Clings, and Things, where we offer custom t-shirts for personal wear or business apparel. We even offer vehicle decals and even custom crochet items like beanies, blankets, coasters, and more. Please contact through our social media platform on Facebook or call us at 817-666-8027 and even email us at stitchesclingsandthings@outlook.com. Are you enjoying watching full episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling on the DC Network? Well, why not catch a live show? Advanced Pro Wrestling is bringing action throughout the year in Johnson County. Catch one of our shows live in Cleveland or Alvarado, Texas. But what are you waiting for? Visit advancedprowrestling.com and get your tickets today for the next live show and come be a part of the APW experience.
Only a couple of shows left this year for APW, but we'll get into those here in just a minute. Let's run through the last three matches. We then had AXL, Axel Savage taking on Brick Savage. Savage versus Savage. Savage winning.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the winner was Savage.
This was absolutely incredible. The two of them left nothing behind. I mean, I've not seen. Well, we've seen some big men fly like that, but there was more high move action on that match than I expected, for sure.
I believe that Brick was in a accident maybe the day before. So, I mean, and I think from what I understand, it might have totaled out his car. So that had to be a high impact wreck. So that I don't know if he was in full 100% mode when he took on Axel Savage, and maybe that might have paid a difference in Axel's favor. Well, either way, lucky for our heavyweight champion, he held on to the title one more night, and he continues to do so month in and month out. So I'm definitely starting to get on the AXL train.
Yeah, AXL is still champion, and actually, the part that cut out from Rock Bottom was him putting AXL on notice there. So he said he had other people in the works. I don't know what that means.
You know, I mean, I don't. Who knows? I know he's high on chasing D Cash for for helping out, popping in on a few different shows. So maybe I can see them working together. But Rock Band has been around for a long time, and he probably still has the old Rolodex that he could pull out a few names.
Then we had an incredible match. I mean, Overkill, Jay Alexander and Ed Stone taking on Noby Bryant and Ozzy, who was filling in for Bam Bam Malone, who could not make it after all.
Oh yeah, that was.
I thought it'd be a detriment. I didn't think Ozzy was up to the count, but he stepped up. I mean that. It was an absolute incredible match. I think all four men held their own, and it could have gone either way, but ultimately, Overkill just could not be done. Not done.
That's a very impressive team, and I just can't get over the fact of the physique, the Jay Alexander. I mean, the work he's put in since the last time I seen him, and he just looked phenomenal. Ed Stone just always looks great. If we're talking about dream tag team matches, give me Overkill and Rock Bandit's two guys. That's jeez Louise, that'd be a lot of meat.
Yeah,
saying on the text here. But yeah, that's incredible.
We'll check on the site. I think they may not have put the tickets live yet, but it'll be November 2nd, not November 4th. But yeah, we'll check on that.
That's a Monday.
Yeah,
Monday night APW.
hello, Angela.
Hello.
And then our main event of the night. I don't know what to say about this match. You had the King Outlaw, Jason Bruce, coming out with Juicy Drangel Garcia, trying to do
They're mocking
special entrance that got interrupted by Mr. Anderson himself. I will say there was a little bit of a chill with that entrance.
Definitely.
Production team stepped it up and gave Mr. Anderson the entrance that he deserved. Yeah, King Outlaw tried, but it didn't work for him.
No, definitely not. And what a good match, great match. I mean, I'm sure their lower area might be a little bruised that next couple of days because there's a lot of low blows in that matchup. But
I will say, I give King Outlaw props. I mean, he's not done well in singles competition recently, and did come up on the losing end on this one as well. But he did hit Mr. Henderson with the mic check.
Yeah, he did. He did. People say that. I mean, and what a match. And I mean, APW can. I mean, and Wesapalooza continued delivered with the big names and. I get the same kind of chills I got when Gangrel's music hit last year. Just hear Mr. Kennedy come down, the mic coming down, and all that. I was like, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm just so blessed to be doing this. And
it's great. And Wesapalooza is so much fun just for those special events that step up and bring these individuals in to wrestle. And
I think it should make Wesapalooza twice a year, make it a every 6 months thing. And I didn't see, everything they had going on everywhere else. I mean, they had it going on.
There were a ton of cars there.
They looked like they were having a wild time.
Still has a nice back on.
I bet he does. I bet his lower area was as purple as his tights were that night.
Referee Stone, I mean, kind of had.
Oh yeah, he got his stones. Yeah.
So. But that does it for Wesapalooza. We're talking about getting the video out quickly. We've got so if you haven't seen it, it'll be on YouTube as well as the DC Network on Roku. We want to make sure that we get it out as quick as possible to see all those matches. I mean, 8 matches that in any other show could have been a main event.
Every one of them.
It was absolutely an incredible night. It was so much fun, and I mean, I even said I was kind of off my game that night, but it's still, I had so much fun with that show, and I'm looking forward to more.
It was great. I mean, there was bull crap behind us, and we were in the bull shoes. None of that bothered me. I was just there for all of it. I mean, it's just what a great night. I'm really looking forward to Wesapalooza 2025. Next year they need to move the margarita machines back this year. I definitely missed that.
Yeah.
But I probably was better off without the margarita machines. But what a great, it was fun being in that big arena there with the dirt and the AstroTurf walkway. I mean, just all of it was just really cool show. I really dug it.
Our next official show will be coming up November 2nd when Worlds Collide. It is a combination of NTW, North Texas Wrestling, Rampage Uncensored, and APW. Big show in Alvarado, Texas. Tickets will be available soon, I guess. I would normally say now, but obviously they're not available now.
Everybody's taking a big break. It was a big wrestling weekend.
Yeah, it was a big thing, but unofficially, APW is part of I put it a different way here. Part of the Cowtown Comic Con coming up this Saturday at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. It is $20 per day to get in. You can get the weekend pass for $35. There is a ton of wrestling this weekend. I think last I checked, and obviously card subject to change, but there are 16 matches over the 2 days at the Comic-Con. We do know that many APW stars will be in action. Seth Anunnaki has been announced he'll be there. We've got Chance Fortune will be on the card. King Outlaw Jason Bruce. I mean, you don't really need to go for that one, but he'll be there.
Hopefully he's cosplaying or something.
Yeah, he might be. And then Juicy Joangelo Garcia will be there, along with many others. But I've got a couple of the matches. Again, this is what's posted on their website. But we show Shane Stratmore taking on Mr. Wobble.
Oh,
that'll kick off Saturday. But
I can see the Comic-Con doing a world famous wobble line dance.
Yeah.
All the Spider-Mans and Deadpools.
Jay Alexander will be in the house taking on Chandler Hopkins.
Oh, that's a main event match. That's VIP, huge type match. Chandler Hopkins and Jay Alexander. That's worth the $20 in admission of the Comic-Con in itself.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got Erica Torres will be here, which hasn't been at APW for a while, but Erica Torres will be there against Hayden Rose.
I think pound for pound, Erica Torres is probably the strongest wrestler I've ever seen, male or female. She is a multiple women's champion in multiple promotions I've been a part of, and
I would love to see her and Morgan go against.
Yeah, I don't envy Hayden. I can't remember her last name, but
Rose.
Hayden Rose. I don't envy her in this match because I think Erica Torres might eat her up and chew her up out or whatever. Because she's just a beast. She does MMA. I mean, she's phenomenal shape. I show Seth Anunnaki taking on Mikey B. Oh, that'd be a good one. That's no strangers to each other. Yep. Let's see. We've got AXL in action. Seen online, I believe that. I guess Devin Storm is part of the, pulling his APW strings and might have put AXL's championship on the line, the APW championship on the line at that show. I believe I saw that online. It's the Rampage heavyweight title. Okay. On the line. Yeah. On here it shows Tyler Knight, but I believe it was announced to somebody else just recently. So I don't know if Tyler is going to be. I know him and Hayden ride together, so yeah. So again, cards always subject to change, and this was put out several weeks ago. So, Joey Janela versus Franco Varga.
That'll be the Saturday. The Saturday card, and then Sunday.
Sunday.
Let me find Sunday. Sunday, it looks like Mikey B taking on Mr. Wobble.
Oh, that'd be might be a little bit of dancing going off in that one for sure.
Erica Torres taking on Angel Blue.
Oh, those two are like legends in this area in the women's division. That's definitely a match I would love to see.
The three-way match with Xander Slade, Seth Anunnaki, and Tyler Knight.
Okay.
Then the titles are on the line as Juicy Joangelo Garcia and the King Outlaw Jason Bruce take on the Rampage Uncensored champions Alec Bullsdale and Chance Fortune.
That's a hell of a way to end the 2 days of wrestling. That's a good one.
She already has an autograph. I don't.
I can't tell you
And
how much.
she sleeps with it by her bedside too. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But that's
He has ruined my life too with his music. My daughters went down a boy band rabbit hole on YouTube, and needless to say, for her birthday, she's getting NSYNC toys. Yeah. Where the hell I find NSYNC toys at? eBay, thank goodness.
Let's see. Then we show Hayden Rose against Stormy.
I guess I saw that. Is that Stormy Renee? I'm assuming.
That'd be my assumption. I'm just kind of going.
I know, but I mean, you never know where Mr. Storm and Rampage Uncensored finds their talent at. They got another one.
Then we'll have Jay Alexander against AXL.
Right on. That's a good one.
Shane Stratmore will get his shot at Chandler Hopkins. Nobi Bryant versus Apex versus Franco Varga for the Rampage Uncensored heavyweight title.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember seeing that one because it's been a minute since I've seen Apex.
So that will be the main event. So wrestling starts at 11 o'clock each day. It looks like they do a couple of matches every hour and a half or so. Maybe every hour. Every hour on Sunday. It's like 11, 12:30, 2:15, or 2 o'clock, then 4 o'clock on Saturday, and Sunday it's 11, 12, 1, and 2. I think the show ends earlier on Sunday.
Usually they do, yeah.
Yeah, but
Cowtown, that's a fun, smaller little con. I've never been at. I know it's their first time at the Dickie, so that's super cool.
I was kind of looking at the vendors and everything that's going on. They got quite a bit going on. Not quite not the celebrity list that you would get like at in Dallas, but but lots of artists, lots of voice actors, lots of Red Ranger is going to be there.
Yeah, Austin St. John. He was the Golden Ranger too. He came back. It was freaking badass. Austin St. John. I met him a time or two. I'm not afraid to admit it. I didn't. I was probably a little too old to watch Power Rangers, man. But X-Men and Batman. I mean, it was part of that time slot. And the Pink Ranger.
Believe me, one of the best things that happened to me was I met Joe from Blue's Clues, and that was just like the greatest thing. I was a grown adult when Blue's Clues.
So.
I was watching with my kids, and I had more fun meeting him than they did.
That's right. No, that's what's cool about these things. You get to meet the people you watched your whole life, growing up, and don't get more cool than the Red Ranger. I mean, the Tyrannosaurus, and maybe they could get him in a ring and he could kick Jason Bruce across the head a time or two.
Yeah, I met Amy Jo Johnson, Kimberly at the Fan Expo a couple years back, and
they had to pull me away. Her and Topanga, I got to meet her one time too, and I was like,
right, well, let's take another quick break, and then we'll talk about When Worlds Collide. I know that we've got a lot of things to talk about with that, and some other matches that we have to talk about with that. So we'll be right back after this.
Hi, Welcome to Henson Photography. We do all kinds of photos. Sports photos, family photos, and shows like APW. We have done rodeos, volleyball, basketball, cheerleading, color guard, promos, and many more. Henson Photography is family owned and ran. So come check us out on Facebook at Henson Photography, and we will see you at the next show.
Do you want to advertise your local business to a wider audience? Well, why not advertise with Johnson County's best pro wrestling promotion? Have your business showcased on Roku TV through the DC Network throughout episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and also through the Squared Circle podcast. For inquiries, please email advertisewithapw@gmail.com.
Looking for unbeatable daily deals on the hottest vapes and treats? Head to Vapor Labs. Discover amazing sales on Geek Bars, Core Infinity Vapes, and a variety of delicious gummy treats. Find us at 1301 West Henderson Street, Suite 1, Cleburne, Texas, right between World Gym and Bright Dental. Don't miss out on your next great deal at Vapor Labs, your one-stop shop for all things vape and more.
We have our next show coming up November 2nd. It is When Worlds Collide. It is a combo show for you. It is Rampage Uncensored. It is North Texas Wrestling, and it is APW going to battle. And friendly competition for bragging rights, but definitely lots on the line. So,
I'm definitely PW. Just have my old APW shirt and wear it for that one specifically.
We do know we've got a few things, obviously cards subject to change as always, but yeah, as people are trying to stack their decks and get the best people in place. But on the card right now, gotta switch us views. All right, we have the sadistic Shane Strapmore taking on Keelix Sunrise. Keelix's debut here at APW. Brought on from NTW to take on Shane Strapmore. Shane's known for making his opponents punish his opponents on their debuts.
Well, I was wondering who does Shane represent? He's a former APW heavyweight champion and a former Rampage Uncensored heavyweight champion. So I guess he can go either way.
Looking at this, there's a lot of crossover. I will say that. I mean, there's
I definitely think him. I mean, I know he's APW's longest reigning APW heavyweight champion, but I definitely feel like he loves that uncensored style. So I definitely think of him more in that environment of the Rampage uncensored style for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, those
also have the return
song out of my head.
Yeah. It is the return of Haas Holdings taking on Tiger T, handpicked by Deshaun Good to take on the 62-year-old outlaw.
Tiger T, I like the name.
So,
no, it's definitely. I can say the Haas Holdings theme song was definitely something that got sung in our house for about a month and a half later, at least, if not longer. So it's good to know that I'll be having that stuck in my head again. But it's always good to see Haas Holding. He's a fan favorite, and I'm a huge fan. And bring the churn some buttermilk with him or whatever the hell he talks about.
yes.
Match.
Yeah. Then we do know that the boy band behemoth Mikey B will be in action against the American Viking Xander Slade. It's going to be, Mikey B representing the Oral Gang for this this show. I have reluctantly invited Deshaun Good to be on the show next week. He has tentatively agreed as long as his schedule allows it. He's a busy man flying all over the world. But we shall see. We'll get to hear a little bit more from Deshaun on some of his representatives. That
I'm very
yes.
interested. I don't know him that well, so
I need to be 30 years younger to be look like Mikey B. We'll see how he ages. See how he looks when he's in his 50s.
yeah, right. He's still the boy band behemoth, and he's 47, 48. Maybe. You never know. I'm at the
Oro. O-R-O-W. King
I'm
Outlaw.
at to break that
It is
down.
Oro gang. Our world, our ring. Our ring, our world. Other way. That's why it's Oro.
I didn't know what y'all were saying. I didn't want to say it to be accused of something.
Our ring, our world.
Our ring, our okay.
Where King Outlaw is every ring is his kingdom. I guess every ring is their world. I don't know. It's a battle between them. So
yeah, they're trying to, see who has every ring in the universe is their universe. Star Trekky.
But speaking of jacked and juicy, we did get a not so cryptic video. I was gonna say a cryptic video, but it was not so cryptic. It was very straightforward.
Maybe crippled.
Yeah, crippled video. Yeah. All right, here we go. From the 1800 chain, or as we know him, Dying Breed.
Jerk and Lucy, Joey Garcia, Jason Bruce. Not since Dirty Mike and the boys have we been met with such disrespect as you suffer with this man right here. Joey Garcia, you've got somebody to answer to. Jason Bruce, we got our own heat. We got our own dance to do. Joey Garcia, you done fouled up, pal. You have angered a Doberman.
You had a choice to make, Joey. You and I, we've been down the road. We've been down a long ways, and you want to go hang around with Jason Bruce now? You made your choice at the last show. All right, and we've been talking. What are we going to do? We've had these tag belts for 6 years.
6 long years.
We are the original APW Tag Team Champions.
We plan on staying that way.
So it's going to be the Dying Breed, Doberman, Ruben Rivera, against Juicy Fruit, Joey Garcia, and the Trailer Park King, Jason Bruce.
You ain't no outlaw punk.
Alvarado, Texas. Taped fist match.
Challenging for a taped fist match at When Worlds Collide.
That's gonna be crazy. I like that he called him the Trailer Park King. I think that every trailer park and every trailer and every trailer park is his kingdom.
It's his kingdom.
Oh.
Oh man. I guess we'll find out what is said if we will have that match. I'm assuming because it was kind of laid out in the original that it was going to be, Jacked and Juicy won the right to face them at the choosing of Dying Breed date. So they're picking November 2nd. I'm assuming that match will be made.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's happening.
So,
I mean, is it for the? They're the
for the APW original tag team titles.
Are they going to be on the line? These other? I mean, I know the Supreme Savages are what we recognize as our tag team champions.
Yeah. So I don't know that answer. So
we don't have a board member, someone on the board. I guess Devin. Maybe we can talk to him when you're at the Comic-Con this week.
Maybe we can find out at Comic-Con what's going on. So, yeah. And who knows? I mean, but we know Seth Anunnaki is planning on being there. Doesn't sound like he's going to get Rex Mori, but will he get a match? I don't know.
I know he's ready. I know he's got a few matches that the Comic-Con has mentioned before, but that's not the type of match he wants. He wants that bloody. I mean, what he strives for. He's a violent dude, and yeah. I hope we see that match one way or another. But
hey, Amber,
whoever Steph gets his hand on next Saturday, I don't envy him. So maybe it'll be one of the North Texas guys. Or
I don't want to do this.
oh,
Well, yes, you do. You definitely want to do this, Chris. You know you love hearing the sound of my voice.
I enjoyed watching the mic check
That I did to Mr. Anderson.
on you that you lost with. So that was.
I'm sure you enjoyed it. I'm sure you enjoyed it.
It was a great match. It was. I thoroughly did enjoy that match. So I'm
glad you did. And you know what? As much as it pains to say that I have a loss against Mr. Anderson, I can say that I gave the best effort I could, and I gave him the best Jason Bruce that he could get. But I'm looking for a second Anderson, and I know how to beat you now if you're listening.
all right.
You talk about Wesapalooza 2025. I'd like to see lightning strike again and King Outlaw Jason Bruce versus Mr. Anderson, number 2.
Would love to get him on and see what he thinks. So,
You know, I'm sure my people can contact his people.
I'd love to have it. It'd be awesome.
So, I heard y'all listening and saying something, because I have y'all in here on the speakers. Because of course, where am I at? Oh yeah, that's right. Advanced Fitness Center, 2221 FM, 2280, King, Texas. Getting jacked and juicy like always.
right there between Cleburne. I mean, it's perfect. So
exactly. So I heard y'all some kind of video of some kind of retirement home guys that were on there just a minute ago.
There was a challenge laid down. Yes.
They finally laid the challenge down. Is that what I'm hearing?
I think they got a warm-up match this past weekend and feel pretty confident now, I guess.
Oh, a warm-up match against a couple nobodies that nobody's even heard of. Well, here's the problem with your warm-up match, guys. We are somebody. We are Jack and Juicy Joangelo Garcia, and the King Outlaw Jason Bruce, soon to be known as the greatest tag team of all time. So, tape this match. That is fine. I'm sure if that's what y'all want to do, if that's how y'all want to end y'all's reign, and y'all truly want to go into retirement, then we have no problem giving y'all that pleasure. But here's the thing. Y'all want to say, the Juicy Queen, the Juicy Food, Joangelo Garcia, what do they call me, the Trailer Park King or something like that? Yeah, it's real funny. But the problem is that anybody that knows us knows that we still have a dirty side. And we don't mind getting our hands dirty. We've been in brutal matches. And we don't mind doing it again, especially to take 2 old-timers out to the shed. So, just like Old Yeller got put down, I guess the dying breed finally has to be put down. November 2nd, fine. I know Joe's ready. I know I'm ready. So, put it down. Put it on paper.
All right. You'll also be in action this weekend at Cowtown Comic-Con.
Yes, yeah. I was going to answer that a little bit later tonight. Mr. Chance Fortune, it's real cute. I knew he idolized me, but he's wearing, now like same shirts I am, supporting Advanced Fitness Center, which is good on him. I'm very proud of him. I know he dreams of being jacked and juicy, so it's nice to see him representing the same company that I'm doing. So it's a pleasure. I feel it right here. Feel it right here in my heart. In my heart. I have one.
It is a nice gym. I just didn't trust that I'd get locked in the office again and miss my show. So I went from home this week instead of coming to the gym once again.
I had nothing to do with that, sir. I got called by APW management, said, hey, we don't know where Chris is. Oh my God, you're freaking out. And they said, hey, Can you do this? You got the best voice, best commercial voice, and you used to be the best host, and you stepped down, and I was like, of course, I'll fill in. And the ratings went through the roof, you know. So I'm sorry.
Morgan called for us to be replaced, and then she lost. So I guess that's payback. So,
wow.
yeah.
Wow. I can't believe you said that. That's rude, sir. That's rude. That little Barbie doll, that little messed up Barbie doll, I'm sure cheated. Okay, you can't just beat the queen of APW, the Valkyrie of Violence, with not doing dirty-handed tactics. So, anyways, I didn't call here to chat up and everything like that. I'm in the gym. I'm getting jacked and juicy at Advanced Fitness Center, AFC. So I have more to do than to talk to y'all morons. I just heard, these freaking other retirement guys like y'all needed to chime in. So I guess I thought I'd chime in too. So have a good night. I'm sorry that I'll be taking y'all's place soon, but I'm sure they'll need help at the soup kitchen or something like that.
Oh. Soup kitchen. That's what we're going to be.
Yeah, soup kitchen. Yeah. Is that even a thing anymore?
No. I'm just wondering if Rock Bannon's stake in APW is up for grabs.
Yeah. There's always room. I'm sure. I don't know anybody on the board but Devin.
I can't say that, but my sources have dried up a little bit though recently. I'm not getting quite the insight that I was at one point. So
that's it towards the end of the year.
But
I should end it with a bang, as we always do.
But yeah, for sure, we will have 2 more shows. 3 if you count Comic-Con, because we'll have Comic-Con coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Not our show, but many APW stars and many people, almost everybody on the show has been at APW. So come out, see your favorites. Like I said, most all of them have been at APW. Some of them haven't been in a while, but Nobi was just here and he'll be on. Chandler Hopkins was on last year. He'll be on. Franco Varga's been on. I mean, we've had lots of people that we haven't seen in a while. Apex we haven't seen in a while, but he'll be in action.
A lot of former champions. Victor Torres, Angela Armstrong, Asia Blue, aka.
Lots of former champions.
A lot of former champions. So that's almost a night of champions at Comic-Con. It's like I say, Cowtown's a fun little event. If you've never been to a Comic-Con, it's a great one to cut your teeth on. But if you're also just going to shop vendors, they have a lot of great vendors.
And for Comic-Con, $20.
Oh no,
yeah,
you can't pay parking for that at the bigger ones.
Yeah, so it's going to be great. Really inexpensive for Comic-Con. I know Fan Expo. I think we paid $50, and that was 10 years ago.
Usually parking is like $25 at least for Fan Expo. Wow. So, like I say, if holidays right around the corner, it's perfect time to pick up your nerdy kids or friends or brothers, sisters, whatever, or just your own stuff. They got a lot of tons of cool vendors. Whatever your nerdy needs are, for sure.
Then November 2nd, when Worlds Collide in Alvarado, Texas. And then our final show of the year will be November 16th, which will be the Gordon Hobby Memorial Show back in Cleburne. So 3 chances to see your APW superstars. 2 shows close, 1 a little bit more to drive. But get your tickets soon. I guess I can't say now, but be watching advancedprowrestling.com. We'll be back again next week to talk more about When Worlds Collide. We'll recap some of the matches at Comic-Con, I'm sure, because there's a lot going on with it.
It should be a fun time. I'm going to try to be there Sunday for the kids' costume contest, and whatever shenanigans, stick around for some wrestling. So definitely looking to get out there Sunday afternoon.
Lots of fun to be had, for sure. So anything else tonight?
I've had a busy wrestling weekend, and I guess I'm really looking forward to just having getting back to it. It's always the train keeps rolling. I'm looking forward to the holidays coming up, but I'm also a little bittersweet, because we only got a few more shows left, and nothing in December, and
in December we'll do a best of show again. We'll do some voting. We'll have some fun in December for sure.
Going back and doing commentary on some of the older matches and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think we will. We'll pull up some of the before we're able to do commentary. We'll do some live commentary on Squared Circle.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Maybe we do a poll and see which matches people want to see or something fun for the.
That'll work.
Little break. We'll come up with it. And of course, we got to figure out what the match of the year was.
Of course,
I got 150 contenders.
There were a few this year. Yes,
a few. Yeah. So, lot to unpack the rest.
And I think we added probably 8 on Saturday. So, all right, that'll do it for tonight. We'll be back next week. Until then, we will see you all. Hopefully at Comic-Con. Come see us.
Yeah, the next one will be the night before Halloween, I believe. Maybe. I think so.
Next show will be the Halloween Eve, or all Halloween Eve, I guess will be what.
I'll guess that.
All right. Have a great night, everyone. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.